for coming out today. This is an incredible turnout, and I know it was short notice as we did the advisory yesterday. So I appreciate everybody getting out here to Mountain America Stadium, and I'm just proud to talk about the Sun Devils. It's been the best part of my 4 months on the job, is getting to talk about the community support that's around ASU, and in particular, I really enjoy talking about these two men right here. And I want to start talking about Coach Dillingham. And as he got to campus in November of 22, I remember, ironically, in the Santan Forward Club, as we announced Kenny Dillingham as the next head football coach at ASU, the concept of Activate the Valley started at that moment. And he had this impassioned call to action for Sun Devils all over the country, all over the globe for that matter, on pouring back in. Remember your emotional connection to your university. Remember what it's like to be a kid from the Valley growing up on a football game day and pouring out your heart and soul, playing catch in Lot 59 and tailgating around the stadium and coming in to cheer for these heroes of yours as a young Sun Devil fan. And as he ascended to this position of leading our football program, it talked about Sun Devil for life and community support. And we do this together. And the fact that Sun Devils all over the world are going to be a big part of the moment that we walk into next. And it's not about the football coach, it's not about the quarterback, it's not about any one person, it's about ASU together, affecting change for the young people that so proudly represent us every step of the way. And so Activate the Valley was born in that moment. What's been amazing to see over the last, maybe 20 months or so is that this community support keeps building and keeps growing, and that more companies and more leaders in our valley are stepping up to say, I want in on ASU. I believe in the mission of this university. I'm impressed with the growth and the trajectory of everything that's happening around ASU, certainly within athletics, but more broadly across the university, and they want in. They want access to our students. They want access to our research. They want access to our big moments. And what we're proud to represent within Sun Devil Athletics is that this community support and this bringing 60,000 people together for a sold-out game against Kansas. There's few things in the Valley that can bring people of all generations, of all backgrounds, of all interests together, but a love for ASU can. And so give Coach a lot of credit for really bringing this community support back together, and that's starting to manifest in some incredible ways that our young athletes are able to benefit from and really plug into this concept of Sun Devils for life. They're here to represent us from the time that they're 18 to maybe 22, 23, and they're a part of this family forevermore. And so that's our responsibility within the athletics, is to be a big part of human development, about talent development, and nurture their ability to compete as football players, but more importantly, set them up for life after sport and help them understand the value of these moments like right now, connecting with the community and building relationships that can last forever, and understanding what it's like to represent a company or a product or a service or an individual that's making an investment back into their growth and trajectory. And so that brings us to Tim Hovick. And not only is the owner of Santan Ford, but he's been one of the most vocal and charitable voices in the Valley for quite some time now. And he's ever present around the Valley sports team, but he's very, very visible around Sun Devil Athletics and ASU. And we're so thankful for Tim's leadership and commitment on behalf of Santan Ford and Arizona Ford dealers to find the moments to plug in, and for him to find out a way to activate the Valley, and for him to find a way to put his money where his mouth is in terms of making an investment into the university and creating opportunities for young people to grow and develop through the tool that is NIL. This is what it's all about. A company and an individual that's representing our marketplace and these incredible brands and saying, I see value in ASU, I see value in Sun Devil football, I see incredible value in this next generation of leaders in our community that I want to represent my brand and my company and what I'm about as Tim Hovick and Santan Ford and Arizona Ford dealers. And so this is just a proud moment. I'm happy to spend a few words talking about it, but really want the focus to be on these two men in terms of Kenny setting the tone and bringing the spirit of Activate the Valley to reality. And now we're here to make this incredible announcement today that Santan Ford is stepping up to make Mach-Es vehicles available to Sun Devil student athletes. That means a lot. It means a lot in their ability to navigate their day-to-day. Student athletes are busier now more than ever. They've got the same demands on college football players that have always been here. Their academic interests are high and they're performing at a high level, and balancing that's always been difficult. And now they're going to take on the responsibility of representing a brand and being a spokesperson for Santan Ford. That's an incredible moment that we're proud to unveil today. And so I think I'm going to pause there. I want to introduce the man of the moment, but please join me in a round of applause for our friend, the owner of Santan Ford, Tim Hovick.
got to start by saying today is a pretty good day to be a Sun Devil. So, again, I want to echo and thank everybody for coming out today. It's a very special day. It's a day that we put a lot of time in. I want to thank my team. I want to thank Ford Motor Company, Ford Motor Credit. We've got a lot of representatives, a lot of board members from the NIL here today. Brittany, thank you so much for all that you've done.
Thank you, Brittany.
At the kickoff luncheon this year, we spoke about Sun Devil Nation, and we spoke about the fact that we're a special group, and we're a large group. And over the last chunk of years, maybe we got in a spot where we had a lot of groups, but they were kind of separate. And our goal this year was to bring people together and to bring the synergy that comes with that. And what do I mean by that? I mean that we've got the Valley Athletic Booster Club here.
Yeah.
We've got the Soul Devils here. We've got the NIL here, the administration. And we bring us all together in one place, and it's amazing what we can accomplish. About 8 months ago, I think, I was sitting with Coach, and we were talking about a vision, and a vision that he had, and Graham spoke to it. And Coach made a comment to me because I shared this vision. And he was excited, but he made the comment, you know, since I've been here, a lot of people really talk about a lot of great things. I really haven't seen any of them come to fruition. And I took that quietly as a, okay. I was on my way home and I said, you know what? It's time to put up rather than shut up. And so we went to work on this, and it took quite some time. But we are very, very proud to be associated with this group of Arizona State University student athletes. We couldn't be more proud to have them be in a partnership with us and represent us every day. And with that comes responsibility, and we're excited to share that together. But today is a very, very special day, and I'll finish by saying, to our knowledge, this has never been done. There have been headlines and this and that's and so forth, but we created a model that we think is sustainable. We created a model that we hope others in town, Sun Devils all over this great city of ours, can join in. We don't want those to be the only vehicles that our student athletes have. We want to open this up, and we want to inspire the business community within Sun Devil Nation. Come be a part of this. This is just the first step. And it's a step where we show Sun Devil Nation and our NIL, we don't follow anybody. We lead. And we show what we can do when we're together. So with that, thank you again all for being here. And I'm going to turn it over to the real man of the hour, the guy that I can't wait to see on the sideline in about 48 hours against KU when we send them home wondering. Let me introduce Coach Kenny Dillingham.
Everybody hear me? Yeah, I need the mic for the audio. Well, I appreciate everybody being out here today. It's like Tim said, it's special when somebody actually says he's going to do something and does it. Regardless of the obstacles. I mean, he called me multiple times like, I'm working on something, but here's a hoop. Here's something else we got to run through. And him and his team figured it out. And I think through all the obstacles, through all the challenges, it didn't say we're going to quit or we're going to give up. They just found a way to make it happen. And it got us here today where we have, I don't know how the guys got selected and stuff like that, but pretty cool that we have a group of 7 guys who all didn't have vehicles before, I know that now have vehicles. That can now come up here if they want to watch extra film. That can go home. That can come back to get treatment. They don't have to call their friend to come pick them up. They don't have to ride a bike or a scooter. They can literally flow free to be able to prepare themselves to not just be good students, right, in the classroom, but be able to come back here, get the treatment, get the film that they need to be the best athlete they can be. And I couldn't be more excited for this. Like we just talked about, Santan, the entire team making this happen is unbelievable, and it's only the beginning. I think this is the first of its kind from this perspective in terms of the detail and the depth that they put into everything here, and I think it's only going to expand. So on that note, go Devils! Go Devils!